you stay on. Hi. Okay, I got the right camera down now. How is everyone? Who we got here? Oh shit, I'm not muted. Okay, there we go. All right, who do we? Oh wow. Hey Reagan. Hey Steve. What's up? Hey Dirty Uncle Sal. Um, hey John. Megan. Hey Lily. Fine, thank you. Um, you guys did a lot of talking in the chat then. Hey Heather. Hey Totally Jaded. Hey Kathy Ann. One Warped Angel. Robin. And I think that might be it so far. Okay, yeah. So, um, oh, what's that? Hey, thank you for becoming a member, Lavender Lori's Creations. Welcome. Glad to have you. Hey, Bella and Punky's mom. I like Punky. Hey, Christy, what's up? I haven't seen you in like forever. Hey, Star Lily. I'm like addicted to like these little vitamin C like supplements. Like I think you're only supposed to like take like 2 a day. I eat like 15 a day. It tastes so good. It's not like it hurts you, you know. Hey, hey, Negative. This is Cassandra. Thank you, Christy. These aren't prescription though. I saw them on um my was it my VIP on or something like that that discounted Amazon site, and these were like normally like $60 or like 57, I think, and then they were being offered for 11. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I gotta do that. So I did. Sucks, so I can't really see that well out of them. Hey, Grace Case. Okay, so in love, leave it. Hey, Tina P. Oh, yes, discounted Amazon site. I'm sorry. Here, I'll type it. I'll put in the link. That's what I'm gonna double check it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So yeah, this is the website. Irish Badass actually told me about it. When we first became friends there, and why is it is that showing like it's linking? It's gonna make me too out, isn't it? Okay. But yeah, it's my VIP on.com or whatever. Basically, it's gonna come up, and this just works. This just caters to Amazon. It doesn't cater to like Amazon, or Instacart, or whatever else, or Honey, or whatever, any of that other shit. This is just for Amazon, to my knowledge. But in the top part, there you just type in what it is you're looking for, and if they have like a coupon for it or something, and most of the shit they do, then you click on it, and then you click on like copy the coupon, and then that'll bring you into the actual Amazon site, and then you just when you go to cash out, you just paste the coupon code in there, and then it just applies the discount. It's really awesome. It is. Okay, let's see. This works now. Copy, and we'll try it again. There we go. That time it linked. So yeah, like the savings are like anywhere between like 20, like 70%. Like you won't find like really big ticket items in there. Like you're not going to find computers or like iPads or a phone or like a desk, unfortunately, or a chair. But like if you like any like electronic accessories like AirPods or whatever, or, earbuds, you usually find them in there. Definitely makeup. Clothes, a lot of clothes too. So yeah. And if something you're looking for, if they don't have it that day, like check back the next day, because it changes like every day. So, well, good. I'm glad I could help, Grace Case. Just paying it forward. Hey, Amy. Say over it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just can't see. No. All right. So yeah, I just want to just address a few things here, and I wanted to live stream today, and I kind of needed something to live stream about. And it amazes me how often so many people want to tell me how I need to broaden my horizons here, expand whatever my content. And I do this often. Like I remember Roadhog telling me to do this, so I took his advice and I streamed about, or I made videos about him. Um, was it? I think BX Beast Boy said it, and I made a couple one or two videos about him. And so it's like people tell me to do that, so I do it, but usually it's about them and they don't like that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this advice yet again today. I'm going to take AZ's advice actually and talk about something other than Katie. So yeah, I'm going to talk about her a little bit. But before I start, I want to say, when I was listening to part of her Instagram thing or stream or whatever from today, she made a good point. She did, and I want to first extend an apology to any of our subscribers or viewers. I hope that at no point in time I made you feel like you were in the middle of things, or that you were being put in the middle of things, or like you had to choose or anything like that. I hope I never did that. And if I did, I apologize. But I will definitely make an effort to avoid doing that in the future, regardless. So I'm going to come at this the way I often come at things that kind of piss me off a little bit. I'm going to come at it from not such a serious side, a little bit of humor, I'm going to have fun with it. Put it that way. And so in AC that's the point that's the point I think AZ made. She made a comment like, it seems like I'm not having fun or like that. But the thing is like, I really am. Like nobody really likes to deal with confrontation in their life, but the desire to confront things is often there. So it's kind of like, that's why people find like a nice safe like outlet for shit like that. Well, this is kind of my safe outlet, but it's kind of in jest. It's in good fun. It's blowing off steam, I guess you could say. It's safe confrontation from my point of view, when you're just kind of sparring a little bit, verbally, obviously, with people on the internet, like Facebook fighting over vaccines. I did it for years. Like, oh, it's so cathartic, actually. This is kind of that now for me, I guess. And I don't hate anyone on this platform. I don't hate Katie. I don't hate anyone. I don't even like really strong. Well, maybe Katie a little bit strongly dislike, but other than that, there really isn't anyone. So this isn't coming from a place of animosity or hate or whatever. It really is just in good fun. It's in jest mostly. So I'm going to make a conscious effort to keep it that way and to make it more obvious that that's what it is going forward. I just want to put that out there. So hey, Inquis. I think Inquis. I'm not going to try the rest of the name. E.T. King. Hey, the Mouse Files. Anyone else coming? Amy, Star Lily, Mrs. Tinman. Hi. So I'm going to play a little bit of her Instagram stream. I don't really want to play much of it, but there's a couple of things though that, and I don't mean this in a mean way. When I say this coming from a place of understanding, because I've been there. Okay, I've been in that spot, and I'm going to be there again. In fact, I'm probably going to come about this, even though I'm trying to come about this from a place of tactfulness, I'm probably going to come about this from an ignorant point of view at some point. Because when talking with race relations, when you're a white person, that often happens. So when I say anything about this to AC, it's not like point your finger kind of thing. It's it's let me extend the favor to you that someone had extended to me before. It's kind of like that. Um, and I'm very thankful and grateful for the person who like kind of just got through to me when they explained a lot of things to me. Um, because without them, I probably just be much worse of a person. So that's what I'm trying to do, I guess. I don't know. It's really I feel like that's all I can do. That's really all I have to offer to the situation. So that's what I'm going to offer. Anyway, so as you, I don't know if people here may not be familiar with my activities on Twitter, but there were a couple of things that um, AZ had tweeted about like over the past week or whatever. Just the way things were put. Like I I found some difficulty with them, so I was just trying to put it out there, and this is where like maybe I can see how it's come off before in the past that I'm not having fun. Like it seems like there's no love lost between myself and AC. I really don't have anything against her. Um, but I can see how maybe I came off a little bit like I did. So throughout the past few weeks or so, we've probably, at least appearingly so, taken shots at each other, and maybe even slightly taken shots at each other. But I'm trying not to do that today, okay? But over the past week, because of the shots and everything, I felt emboldened to just kind of come at her over this shit. And I don't regret it necessarily, but again, this is where like I should have been more conscious about how I was coming across and how maybe I was making other people feel what reading it. So that I do kind of wish I maybe just handled a little better. But that being said, one of the things is, I know I talked about this on stream the other night. The term butt buddy there that she used. It wasn't just the term. It's the fact that this isn't a common phrase for AZ. It really isn't. And the time she chose to use it was talking about justice for all, and it's the two. It's that combined that kind of came off had made it come off with like a lot of insensitivity. I don't think that she meant anything intentional. I don't. I don't think AZ is racist or homophobic. Okay, but there was a good deal amount, I think, of insensitivity there. That's what I was pointing out. But I could have pointed it out in a much nicer way. So, and I know that she went to a dictionary, pulled up this definition for, and yes, sure, I get there's been several, like maybe a couple, anyways, definitions for the term. I get that, but both the like just comparing two people and making it sound like they're really good friends, or comparing two people and making it sound like they're in a relationship with each other, both definitions were there. So it's both definitions that have been understood or known about. Okay. So sure, her intent was probably not to be a dickhead, but the insensitivity was still there. I just want to point that out. Um, Now, the other thing that she said that I didn't even know about, someone had pointed out to me, but I made mention of it. And sure, yeah, I may have made mention of it to be a little bit petty. Um, I mean, I'm definitely appalled about it, or whatever. But it's it's the double downing that I heard today that really kind of got to me a little bit. So she had referred to another Twitter user as, I believe it like made reference to them being a dog and suggested that they had an owner. I think Steve was the owner. Now this other user is a person of color. um, I don't think she intended to come off as sounding, kind of racially insensitive. I don't think so, but it still does come off that way. I know that she herself, I think, has even made reference to some people who once made kind of the same statement toward Red before. So I could be wrong in there. But still, let me pull this up. And understand, I know that as a privileged middle-aged white woman, I don't know the first thing about racism. I don't, except for just maybe recognizing it in my, I don't know, community a little bit, like the obvious forms. So this is all I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to anything else because it's not really my place to. So it's kind of like, you know how like Easy was often saying, hey, Todd, come get your girl. Well, you could say that this is maybe me a little bit coming to get our girl or something. I don't know. Something along that lines. It just doesn't feel right though when I say it like that. So, no, wait a minute. What are we doing? And I want to say to the person who left me the awesome constructive criticism in my comments, I read it and I saw it and I do appreciate it and I did take it to heart. I really did fully intend to have shit more prepared before the stream started today. I apologize. I will definitely make sure that I do that next time. Just, little stumble start here. So thank you, though. You were very nice and polite about it, and I hear you. Thank you. All right. Now, guess what? Video file. Such a pain in my ass. Actually, I'm going to play it through Instagram instead, because then I can speed it up, because I can't speed it up from the video file. But I thought she might take it down or something, so I downloaded it. But in this Instagram Live, wow. Like, I get not wanting to admit or something that you might have been wrong or whatever, or someone you don't really care for might have been a little right. I get that. It's infuriating. I get it. But not so doubling is really the way to go either. Almost there. What's the timestamp of that? Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay. All right, sharing screen now. So, getting started now. I will try not to be a pain in the ass about this in the future. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
And some of y'all don't look familiar, okay? They know that I'm not like that, okay? So, I can't really say why I have this opinion, because I don't want to. This is the same guy that said, you would never say that to a black chick because she would cut you up. Kind of weird being like a guy, or allegedly. I don't even know if Wolf really is a guy. How am I supposed to believe it? That he's telling everybody they're like.
It's about there. Okay.
Huh? Hey, speaking of, I don't watch Roadhog. Y'all already know that dude, that demon rather, has been trying to get my attention ever since I hit 8,000. He's really been trying, but whatever. He don't. It's like. You asked, like, you had snot in your mustache, like, what are you doing? I just don't have the patience. Like, plus it's not fun playing with people, but let's use the term. It's not fun playing with people who don't play fair. Like, the things I say about him are not fairy tales. I actually have the evidence that people who have proven themselves to know him know these things. Okay? But he'll sit there and be like, Izzy's daddy touches her, the father of her daughter, like, and then he erases everything because, he's so unstable, he can't just leave his stream up. But anyways, he's besides the point. Stacey, that's a really good point. You say EKC is his sister wife also. Are you polygamy shaming? Yeah, obviously. But I guess he's doing this to Holy Spackle too, and I know he's done it to a few yous. It's just stupid. Like, that's a lot of extra energy, and you look kind of weird being like a guy, or allegedly. I don't even know if Wolf really is a guy. How am I supposed to believe it? That he's telling everybody they're they're making racist comments to my Native American background. How the fuck am I supposed to know your Native American, bro? You see me right now? Do you see my face? Do you see my freckles?
What's that noise?
Yeah, I'm a white bitch, and you know that, right? And you know this, man, because you want to know why you know that, Wolf? I know I'm all on your hard drive. Because you can actually see me. Funny how that works, right? I could see if Wolf, like, put himself on camera.
Pretty sure he did, didn't he?
You're an avatar to me. So
I know Wolf has been on a couple panels, like voice wise anyways. I want to say he's been on camera though too, like not often, I don't think, but a couple of times. Why is this all blue? So yeah, and
I don't understand. And then you got Big Dum Dum over there who's just, what, something, I don't know, over there, like, yeah, you are right about that. Like, he literally cannot make this shit up. I mean, whatever. And this is the same guy who said that Real Entertainment News pumped Kool-Aid. And this is the same guy that said, you would never say that to Matt. Now I'm quoting this. This is the same guy that said, you would never say that to a black chick because she would cut you up, insinuating that black women are aggressive. Yet, I make a comment about an avatar being a dog. And then, Lil Red did DM me last night and asked me.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just the dog thing. It was comparing him to being someone's pet. I don't think it really mattered if she had said cat, dog, whatever. It was the whole pet and ownership thing, right?
To pop on, but like I was getting ready for bed and stuff, and I felt like I was getting a cold, so I went to bed early. Anyways, I get a screenshot this morning, and of course it's from the dog. It's not from the dog, excuse me. It's the dog in the comments on Little Red Stream, right? And he's like, now to be fair, I need to know who he's talking about. I want to know who's doing this because I know it's not me. I know it's not Holy Spackle. Like, you know, I know it's not nobody I'm super close to because nobody would start saying things that he's accusing people of saying. He keeps saying they are doing this, they are doing that. And Sue Elliott, who I know is not like dumb, you know, is like, yeah, I've seen it. Like, who is it? Does anyone in this chat know? I don't. Sue must be busy today because she hasn't.
I don't know.
She hasn't responded to my tweet. She's probably gonna do whatever. But like, does anybody know who these supposed people are? Like, who are they? Yeah, he was whimpering a lot. You know, he must be low on kibbles and bits or something. Maybe.
See, this this is what I'm talking about.
Really
right
weird,
there.
It's like, oh, yeah, you're racist. Okay.
This is the doubling down. Okay, you may not have intended it to sound that way, and I no doubt that was not your. I believe that was not your intention. Okay, but you should know though that that's how it's coming across to a good amount of people who are hearing it, particularly some of the people who would be personally offended by such statements. They are telling you that this is kind of offensive for this reason. That may not have been your intention. I get that. But, you know, what's that thing? Good intentions or pave the pathway to hell. Or I forget what it is. I don't know. But in other words, just saying like you can have the best of intentions. It doesn't make the action, you know, like okay then.
Okay, whatever you say. Like, the sad part about all this really though is this. I think, in my opinion, that Wolf, I can't really say why I have this opinion because I don't want to mess anything up, but I think that Wolf is really not well. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he really believes these things, and that's even more concerning.
Really believes what?
I think he really does believe a lot of the things he says. The amount of energy and frustration that he puts into his things he says about me, I really think that he believes them, and it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder, why is that? It's almost like the cult leader may possibly do what we thought he did all along, which was to recruit people that are easy to manipulate.
Okay, now you're resorting the man to being basically just someone who's easily recruited and easily manipulated. Like, that's where you're going now, rather than just thinking, maybe what I said just did kind of come across as kind of fucked up to some people. Like, no, you're going to instead go the route of he doesn't know any better. He's too stupid. That's what you're doing.
Manipulate and then weaponize them.
Oh,
Think
now he's
about
a
it.
weapon.
If you had a plot to take over the world because you hate Katie Joy, um, and you need people to do your dirty work, you would gather up a bunch of lost souls, tell them how special they are, and feed them some kind of psychological medicine and tell them to get to work. I mean, you guys
Yeah, I mean that's just a logical conclusion. I mean, everyone knows that if you just don't like Katie Joy that much, you're going to go around and you're going to seek out these like just idiot, dumb, like lost souls on the internet, and you're going to recruit them. You're going to brainwash them, and then you're going to put them to work. It's like your own little fucking army or something. That's the logical step to take, right? I mean, dude, do you have any idea how much time and energy that would take? Like, even if you could pull that off, like, ain't no one got time for that shit.
I'm telling you right now, like the more I think about, I don't really think about that shit anymore. But like Wolf really believes these things. Like, why does he believe? Like, who's telling him this? And Steve, right? Steve is Mr. Great Debate. You know, he's so smart. Like, bro, why are you hanging out with these people? Like, what is really
What do you
going
mean
on
these
here?
people?
Think about it. Y'all laugh at Uni and stuff about that whole thing. Like, I'm telling you, he's onto something. I don't agree with everything Uni says, but like, think about that shit. Why does Wolf believe that? Why does Steve keep Wolf so close?
What?
Think about it. You know that Steve is a self-serving mofo. What does he get from Wolf?
I'm gonna say nothing. and what makes you think that Steve's keeping him close? Like, I mean, sure, I'm sure, like much like me, Steve, is gets along great with the guy or whatever, when we come across him on Twitter, when we talk here and there once in a great while or whatever. But what makes you think that like we're like best friends and shit? Like we're like constantly in his ear or Wolf's in our ear or whatever. Like you just sees a couple of interactions on Twitter. That's what you see. And you're basing this huge, like long, drawn out, intricate relationship of like benefits based on a couple of fucking tweets, basically. Yeah.
And now they're all butt buddies.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
that again.
Butt buddies. That's another thing. I'm homophobic because I say butt buddies. Fuck out of here, all right? You don't know me.
I'm streaming.
You don't know my heart.
No, you're good.
Stop trying to make things what they ain't, okay? Because let me tell you something. Try as you may. The people who subscribe to me and follow me on social media, real recognize real, okay? And some of y'all don't look familiar, okay? They know that I'm not like that, okay? So do better. Try it. Maybe think of another way.
That's great that they know you're not like that. I don't believe that you're like that yet either. But that doesn't change the fact that that's how it will come across, or that's how it's come across. And you are putting yourself out there on a public platform. So you might want to just know these things. If you don't, okay, fine. I get it. But if you do, there you go.
They're liars. So I don't know. What happened to me being a stripper? I really like that one because I was like, oh, okay, that means that I would be able to, that they think I could manage that. Oh, that's a good one. Can you just try to go with that? I mean, I can live with that.
I want to get ahead to another.
That was kind of flattering. Oh, Leon, you missed that one. Yeah, honey, listen. So I called Justin and Molly Go Lately. I said they were butt buddies.
Okay, we're gonna.
And all of us, call your ass out. So you have nothing to work with because you know I'm right. Therefore, your only option is to pull things out of thin air. And you think it bothers me, but it would only bother me if the mass amount of people that I like around here believed it, and they don't. So you're just making yourself look dumb.
Hardly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what grade is this? Are we in 6th grade? Like,
it's not about you.
It's funny because at the same time that I was tweeting back,
like for real, it's not about you. It really isn't. It's about any kind of harm that it can do on those who watch it or hear it or read it, whatever. That's what it's about. It's not about you.
Back and forth with one of you about this the other day. I was out to lunch with my daughter's godmother, right?
Oh, that's right.
She's black, and I was telling her because she was like, "Oh, how's your YouTube channel?" And I'm like, "As a matter of fact," because we were sitting there at lunch, and I'm like, "Hey." I'm like, don't you know I'm racist? I'm telling her, and she's like, what? So she's like, show me what they. She'll give me an example. So I started like reading.
How is that different than saying I can't be racist? I have a black friend or something like, you know what I mean? And that's how it comes across to me. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't be, talking about these things with her friends. Of course, she should talk about whatever the fuck you want. I don't care about that. But when you start sharing it on a public platform, like here, like on Instagram to everyone, and you're sharing it as as some sort of like evidence or proof that you're not at all like guilty of any kind of racism, either implied or not. Yeah, that's different though, because it's like you're using it. I don't know. Like I just, and it's not we are, as white people, we're going to say shit that's offensive. We don't mean to, but we're going to. We're gonna have a hard time like figuring that out. So our job is just to listen. And when we are told that something's offensive or wrong or insensitive, just make the necessary adjustments. Listen, believe them. That's all.
Some of the stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I guess this means I can't be your daughter's godmother anymore. This ain't gonna work out." And I'm like, "I know." So, anyways, haha, we're joking about it, right? So I had to bring her back to her car when we left lunch. So what I did is we were going by the exact church that my daughter got baptized at, right? And fucking, I pulled over. I put my blinker on and I pulled over.
Yeah,
I was like,
thank you, F Bear.
Tell the church
Oh, by the
way, do your God
damn it, I
service,
just
your
screwed
God
my nail.
Father service anymore. And she was laughing.
Hi, Steffi. Hi, F Bear.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, Urban Dictionary. I know the Urban Dictionary is like not a real dictionary. Like I get it. Like I know it's not real. It's not like Webster. It's not a world renowned. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and to give comment to
well, look at how big they're.
To give comment to Julie Virgo's whole like on it or whatever. Apparently, Julie believes that like the 2005 definition of the term should be the accepted one because it's the oldest one. Okay, that's one way to go about it. But like, if that's the case, if that's what you're going to do, then like the word cellular would only have like one meaning pretty much. It would have nothing to do with cell phones. Like these things, like dictionaries, definitions, they are upgraded. They're updated to represent the new information. So that's all I want to say.
Their hate made Katie grow. Seems like it's a good thing these people don't like you. I know, right?
I love how
some of these Katie.
It's not just us. It's all of us. It's T-Sperry sees too, and the people in her live stream chat and everything. But if that's what you believe, we all had a hand in that. What is that?
It's from 2008. You don't know
what is it? What is it?
It's a Mac Mini.
A Mac Mini?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's Intel based, so I can put anything on it.
Okay, cool.
It's not like the new ones where it's the M chips.
I thought it was like an Apple TV or something.
No, they're smaller.
Yeah, I know. Well, you said 2008, so I thought maybe it's an old one. I don't know.
I wonder what's in this one.
Okay. All right. I'm live streaming right now, so I'm gonna get back. Sorry, my son just got home.
80 people, man. They need to get like a 401k plan for their Katie career. It's I get so bored with that lady. I don't know how people can be so
exactly
simple that they just.
And I have to say that I completely agree with you too, by the way. Me, myself, and Mandy says, the part that gets me is the complete lack of acknowledgement that the quote owner comment and quote butt buddy comment was perceived unacceptable to some. Why not just say that was not my intent? I apologize. Yes. Thank you. Me, myself, and Mandy put that so much better than I put that. Like that's my exact thought, but they just worded it much better. So thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's what a bundle of 6 meant. I forgot that was the word for that. Literally would still be literally. Literally. Um, just be looking at chat here real quick. Yeah, why is Steve hanging out with those people? You're right. Like that. I didn't even really hear that very well the first time. Hearing it now, it really kind of clicked in my head. Okay, I'm gonna go back because there's one other part I want to play.
Time exists around kids. Really,
You're still coming up?
I get so bored.
When are you done with that?
There's so many
Wait
more
a minute.
locales out there to deal with and work with and poke at. You know, fight a noble cause. That's what I'm saying. Like I love to talk shit. Okay, I'm in my element when I can drag somebody in all good fun, right? Like I'm not out to really hurt people. Like I like to, maybe if they hurt people, I don't know, who knows? You know what I'm trying to say. It's my bread and butter. I always been a shit talker. All right, yeah, maybe that's something inside me I need to work on. Whatever. At least I have some introspection here. Y'all motherfuckers, what's your excuse? Anyways,
Right,
I'm like, yo, I enjoy
pour this a
doing
little
this.
bit.
Like I make it like being silly. Like that's it. I know. They must have Michelle's stipulation for getting back together was, what am I kidding? They would never pop, but she was probably like, listen, you can't go to the rub and tug no more. Now he knows he's stupid, whatever. Even he spoke out. He's like, you can't just be saying AZ steals children and touches kids. Like, you can't say that. Like, even he stood up for me. You know? Oh my God, I believe everything Roadhog said. Now he knows he's stupid, whatever. Anybody believes him anymore? Like, you are not the boy who cried wolf. Why does my filter do this? It whoops. Makes my lips all weird and shit. Is what I am, a racist, a homophobic person. Because that's fair. Like, I feel bad for people who work there too. And I don't know, man. Just that's all I can say about that. Y'all cannot pay me. There's not enough money ever to deal with the likes of Slug. You know what I'm saying? People who used to hate you but don't anymore can be a great asset. Yeah. Yep. He probably he probably just pays the fat flat. The freight. How much it is? Let's say it's like I don't even know how much it is. How much is that shit? And if he couldn't pay his rent and he's been up, it must be not cheap.
She said, all right, I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to play that part again. Fuck, what'd I do? God damn it. I lost the place. God damn it.
Someone needs to write a book on all, because he's triple the size of an average man.
There we go.
Like, I feel bad for people who work there too.
Okay.
And I don't know, man.
She's talking about rub and tug places, massage parlors that offer like the happy ending and shit.
Just that's all I can say about that.
Oh, and Roadhog she's talking about.
Y'all could not pay me. There's not enough money ever to deal with the likes of Slob. You know what I'm saying? People who used to hate you but don't anymore can be a great asset. Yeah. Yep. He probably don't even tip the rub and tug. He probably just pays the flat rate. The fat rate.
Keep that in mind for a second.
The flat rate. I wonder how much it is. Let's say it's like I don't even know how much it is. How much is that shit anyways? And if he couldn't pay his rent and he was slipping up, it must be not cheap. A massage parlor here was shut down because the female immigrant workers were forced into prostitution. Yeah, a lot of them are. I've read a lot of stuff like that in the past few years. People, oh, hey, MVP. People put feeling and emotions over facts and science these days. I never in my life experienced this kind of shit. Yeah. Welcome to the internet. Oh my god, Stina. I wonder if they charge triple because he's triple the size of an average man.
Do you guys realize how that's coming across? It's coming across like you're saying that he's big, like he's well endowed. Okay, you're basically talking about Roadhog, and you're saying he's got a big penis. That's what you're saying. This is how it's coming across when you say, like, hear this again. Like, this is just, it's weird. Like, the fat rate, okay, rather than the flat rate, because, you're talking about the rub and tug and shit. Any other context, yeah, it would come across like you're saying he's fat. But in this context, it's coming across like you're saying a certain part of him is fat. I just want you to realize how it sounds. That's all.
Must be not cheap. A massage parlor here was shut down because the female
We're gonna hear
immigrant
that just
workers
one
were
more time.
forced into prostitution. Yeah, a lot of them are. I've read a lot of stuff like that in the past few years. People, oh, hey, MVP. People put feeling and emotions over facts and science these days. I never in my life experienced this kind of shit. Yeah. Welcome to the internet. Oh my god, Stina. I wonder if they charge triple because he's triple the size of an average man.
Do you hear it now? Do you hear it? In case it missed you or escaped you the first time, do you hear how that comes across? Now, again, I'm going to say that I do not believe that was the intent in your words, but yeah, that's how it sounds. You just want to know it. I want you to. That's it. I think you should. That's all. Yeah, exactly. She's awfully worried about his. You know what? It seems. The rest of this, the part of the stream, um, she has a lot of questions about how it is they work out the pricing and there's how go offering services and stuff. And I mean, like common sense kind of tells me like what the answer might be, but to be honest, I don't fucking know either. But yeah. See, yeah. Any other context that comes across as you're calling him fat, sure. But in that context, when talking about a rub and tug, a massage parlor with happy endings, when you say it then, it sounds like you're not calling him fat, but you're calling a part of him fat. Just think about that. Would you join me for live tonight, 7? Um, I don't know if I can. I might be able to for a few minutes, but I actually have plans tonight. Um, Someone who I used to be very, very good friends with, like best of friends for years. We kind of had a falling out like 10 years ago, and we're gonna be hanging out tonight. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. But I don't know if I can at 7. If I can drop in like after you start it and everything, I could probably come in for a short while. That's all. So I would love to though. Thank you. Thank you, Selfie Queen Cindy. Exactly. Also, whether you like a person or not, if a person of color tells us something was offensive, please listen. Exactly. See, I think as white people, I think we did enough fucking talking on this matter. Um, outside of like the obvious examples or events of obvious racism, outside of those situations, I don't think we have really much to offer to the discussion. So I think at this point, me, or at least for myself, for me as a white person, I think the best thing I can do, the best way I can contribute and offer myself to this issue is to shut up and listen. So that's what I'm trying to do. Because I mean, like, I know I've used this comparison before. Like if if your loved one or whatever, friend or whatever comes to you and says that they were a victim of crime, of any whatever kind assault, whatever, any kind of crime. Are you going to doubt them? Are you going to argue with them against it? Are you going to say, well, that was really a crime? You know what I mean? Or I don't think that that's how it was meant, or they didn't really mean to do that, whatever. You're not going to do that. So why is it that when a friend or loved one or colleague, whatever, comes to you and says that they experienced like a racist situation, or they were a victim of racism, why do we seem to always want to just jump to with that their perception of the situation was accurate? Why is it that we suddenly feel like we have some sort of right to argue them out of it? We don't. So that's how I look at it. Oh yeah, no, I hear you, Elizabeth. Yeah, she'll come back at me no matter what. No matter how nice I am, she'll do her thing, and that's fine. I'm not being nice. I'm not making this effort to be nice or whatever, or to be, less harsh, I should say, for her so much. It is for her to a degree, but it's mostly for myself. But even more than that, it's mostly for our viewers and subscribers, because I think maybe because I know I especially recently, like a lot of people either in live stream chat or on Twitter or even in private saying to me how they don't understand, she seems like she's changed, yada yada. And I'm sure that she's getting the same shit too from people about me. It's just how it goes. And that tells me that maybe my actions, maybe our actions, mine anyways, is contributing to some people who are watching to feel like they're in the middle of this, and I don't want them to feel like that. So that's the main reason why I'm going to make an effort to be nice, cordial, polite, whatever, even if what I'm saying just isn't something that's going to be well received. So, but yeah, you're right. I think you're right. But like I can see to the fact that the whole butt buddies thing or whatever, that there are a couple of different definitions. My point is, like, someone with my life experience, whatever, just maybe it's where I grew up, the people I know, whatever. Anytime I've heard that use, it was used as a slur. She may not have had the same experiences. Okay, fine, I get that. But she should know that though she had her experiences, there's a lot of other people that are going to have an experience similar to mine, and this is how it's going to come across to them. She should know that. But I can see to the fact that there was definitely no ill intent there, and I don't think she was ill intended either when she made the first reference to Wolf about seeing his owner or whatever. However, since then, she's been informed how this is sounding to a lot of people, and that people are actually offended by it, and she keeps saying it. So, well, I don't know about that, RL. I mean, um, I wouldn't have even known about that image had it not been for so many people like just talking about it nonstop, and going on like Justin's stream and everything, and talking and making, coming to him for it and saying, "Oh, I got no problem with you. I got no problem with you," but I wouldn't have done it. It's fucked up, man. Do you have a problem or not? I don't know, but a lot of people will agree with you, RL, and a lot of people don't agree with you. So just agree to disagree. Why is that so fucking hard? Huh? And the minor part, see, you're purposely putting in the minor part to kind of give it that sleaze factor, because she wasn't undressed. She wasn't in some sort of like situation to insinuate anything like that. Like her age, because she wasn't a child, she was 16. You throwing out her age is for your fucking benefit, not hers. So, yes, very good, Michelle. I gathered, I'm guessing since she was underwater in her car, that she was no longer alive. Thank you. And again, like I would suggest sticking with that argument rather than the whole minor part. And again, you disagree with it. Justin doesn't disagree with it. You will find many people who agree with you, many people who agree with him. Just let it be. Why are you bringing this shit into my fucking shit? I haven't even talked about this. Like, move on. The reason why I haven't talked about it is because I haven't seen the image. So I can't really talk about something I haven't seen. Yeah, Beth, yeah, it's me too. Same here. Yep. You're 46, and the term was always used when referencing, gay men. Yep. I agree. I mean, that was my experience too. That's a good point, Steve. You can be morally outraged, but you can't expect everyone to take up your own personal crusade of what you find offensive. And that's the thing. Our morals will be different. For the big thing, I think we're pretty much, in agreement. But then when you break things down, there's different variations, different levels, maybe, or different, I don't know. That's where we're going to differ. And there's always context or variables to consider each and every single different instance. So that's where we're also going to differ. So I get that you feel morally outraged over this situation, considering all the variables. Okay, you have every right to. I'm not saying you're wrong. There is no right or wrong answer, in my opinion. People are going to feel differently, though. They accept your outrage. They accept your viewpoint as your viewpoint. They understand and they accept it as existing there in the world. Why is it you can't then accept theirs? That's what I see a lot of. Now, why do you want to bring up our family members like that? Like, because when you say, I just hope that never happens to any of your family members, you should know that that's a very passive aggressive way of saying, I kind of secretly hope that this totally happens to one of your family members. You should know that. Oh, Chief Glass, you got a good point. She was pretty upset when RH went after her for her addiction and mental health. And I want to just throw out there that, yeah, I agreed with her for being upset about that. And I did think he made a really genuine apology, but I could have been wrong about that. Oh, mental health. But Mr. Blackwell isn't allowed to be upset because he is an avatar. And then Cheap Glass says, please pitch take several seats. Yeah. RL, I know that that's not what you said. I get that, but you should know that when people, you, not you specifically, you in the general sense, when you say, well, I hope that you never have to experience that, that is a passive aggressive way of saying, I hope you do have to experience this so you will learn a lesson. That's it's like a subliminal thing. So yeah. And here's like I get maybe why you brought that up here in the chat, RL, is because you want to, maybe you're trying to defend or I don't know, speak up for easy in case, I get that. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I wasn't talking about Justin. I mean, I get that, yeah, the whole butt buddy thing she was talking about. But I mean, I wasn't coming at this as a defense of Justin or whatever, or speaking up for him. That my place, I wouldn't do it. So I'm just not sure why that's being compared right now. Oh, I believe you that you feel for her family. I do. I that you're very genuine when you say that. And okay, again, we'll just have to agree to disagree, but I don't think you were intentionally trying to say anything bad there. I don't. Um, you bring up a good point. LOL, I love moles. We always refer to my ex-fiance's best friend as his butt buddy with no offense, but we also called him Gay Dave. Because he had a couple Daves in his friend group and he was straight. Okay. In a way, you kind of bring up a good point, I think. Um, like you explain the context in which you refer to that Dave as Gay Dave or whatever, and you know what I mean. Like if it was another Dave, you wouldn't refer to that other Dave there, like there, or someone named Mike, you wouldn't refer. You know what I mean? So when talking about this instance with AC, it wasn't just the phrase or the term. It's the fact that I myself personally had never really heard her use that term before until this time. And this time she was talking about just, you know what I mean? So you kind of reminded me of that. Thank you. And I want to say, like I made reference to before, like there's been people coming at me saying, "Oh, I don't know what's happened to AZ or whatever. She's changed or whatever, yada yada." I don't think that she has. I really don't, because like a lot of this that I've seen her in the beginning, but it's mostly something that I kind of liked about her. Like yeah, she's I hate to use the word snarky or whatever, spunky maybe, I don't know. She's funny, but she's direct. She's to the point in a comical way, in a sense. I always like that about her. So I think that this, like when she's talking about something else in such a way, then it's much more well received and it's in fact enjoyed. But I think it's a subject matter or whatever um, that is different this time. I don't know, but like I don't necessarily think that she's changed. I just whatever. Like she owes me nothing. I don't whatever. She can be who she wants, do what she wants, whatever. I get that. But again, we do share a lot of the same subscribers, viewers, and she is also out here on a public platform talking on a lot of matters to a very wide, long, or big audience. And she might want to know just how people are taking what she's saying, and those who are taking it the way are now seeing that their feelings are not being validated. So I just want them to know also too that like it ain't you. Your feelings are validated. So but to me she is a racist. I get you. I understand. Um, you could be right. I don't know. But really, it's not my opinion that matters so much as, so I hear you. Yeah, what Carol T said too. She, again, someone else who just put what I was trying to say in a much more, better way. RL, you don't necessarily feel more than others about this issue, but wishing it not to happen to others is kind of wishing it to prove your point. Yeah. It's kind of like that one comment that I mentioned a while ways back that was said in one of Charlotte's live streams from way back when, that they were talking about me. And the comment was something like, I almost wish that they would experience something like this to, just to learn the lesson, but so long as they didn't get seriously hurt. Basically, it was saying I kind of wish that they get assaulted, but not seriously assaulted, just enough to, make them learn their lesson. So for granted, that was a pretty direct way of saying that, but it's kind of along that lines. But when you say it, I just hope you or your ever experience that, it's kind of like, think about this. What is it you hope that no one experiences in the family? Because like the girl, who was sadly, who sadly died, she's not experiencing it because she's no longer with us, but her family members are experiencing this. Yes. So when you say, I just hope no one in your family experiences that or whatever, then it sounds like almost like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot wrong with that. I don't think you mean it that way. I don't think you mean it that way. But it doesn't settle right with me. And who's someone told me to check my DMs. What DMs? Are we talking Twitter? Are we talking Facebook? Who said it? Where the fuck did it go? Oh no, you were telling Renell Smith to check for DMs. Okay, whatever. Fine, Steve. Fuck yourself. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move on for that because I feel like I'm not doing it any justice anymore. So yeah, all right, I'm done. I'm over this with her. All right, I'm over it. So yeah, I haven't even been on Twitter too much today. I haven't even looked at anything Katie did because I was taking the advice and talking about something other than Katie. So I haven't even looked to see what's going on there. I'm not sure I really care too much. What? I don't know what that's about. I don't know why I was tagging that. I want to say it was nice though to see Julie say to me in a tweet that I don't actually hate you, LOL. I just don't agree with you. It was nice. It was nice to read. Thank you for that. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, I don't really have anything else planned. I'm going to drop the link because I get about 20 minutes longer if I want to keep this going, and I think I will. So I'm going to drop the link if anyone wants to come up. Come on up. Yeah, I agree, John. Yeah, Julie doesn't hate you. She just jumps on bandwagons to try to get people like easy to like her. Yeah, probably. I'm glad I could be someone's stepping stone, I guess. I'm kidding. All right, so yeah, there's the link. If anyone wants to join me. I keep fucking up my nail. Again, me, myself, and Mandy put it much nicer, much better than I could. Exactly. I hope you don't think that for real. I understood exactly what you were trying to convey and totally get your feeling and position in the matter. I get it too. I just wanted to say how that statement, yeah, I don't think that's how you meant it, but that's kind of how it can be taken sometimes. That's how, but I don't think that's how you meant it. Oh, like, why is my neighborhood so loud today? Here, did we already discuss the 14? What's this about 14 restraining orders? Who has restraining orders against her? Against Katie? Like, what the fuck did I miss today with her? Like, I seriously, I haven't been paying attention. Who usually posts about her? Oh, I know. What? the subreddit. Oh, actually, that doesn't sound good. Do you want? Sure. Usual. Discord. Let's see here. Did I miss anything here? Never had that much. Oh, that video. Yeah, oh, Unirock. I mean, if you know his real name, then you know that it would be impossible to actually like try to find him if you know nothing about him, because it's right up there with like Jim Jones. You know, it's such a common name. But a while back though, this video was going around because this dude had the same name, like, you know, probably about 1 million other people in the country. But people thought that this person was Unirock, but he wasn't. But it's just funny. I was just reminded of that because, like, this guy has like seemingly a full head of hair, and Unirock doesn't seem to have that. So it's funny. And I don't think I really missed anything. Okay. Okay, there's a post here. Another pastor, whatever, I don't care. All right, so I guess we're not really missing anything on the Katie front. Doesn't seem that way anyways. You know, what the hell? Oh, man. While I'm at it. So I heard a clip of BX's video or whatever, where he was mostly talking about T-spiracy, whatever. I don't care about that. But for some reason, he was talking about meat, which I love it, dude. Seriously, I love the publicity, even if it's not good shit. See me inside, I'm all for it. But like, I don't know. I guess there's one thing though that was said that I just kind of surprised me. Like, it's one thing I've never heard said about myself. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe it could be a little bit true or something. Like, he said I don't have a backbone. Sure, there are situations or times or whatever that will be the case, because, you know, I'm human. But for the most part, especially when it comes to YouTube shit, I didn't think that was the case. Like, I don't know. That kind of, I think I want to see some proof on that. Like, I would like to see proof or evidence, like, or what it is that's led to that conclusion. Like, that's all. I'm curious. But there's that. Other than that, though, I don't care. Oh, a little bit. One other thing. He said that, like, he's got no problem with creators, this and that or whatever. But if he sees that you're following someone that he doesn't get along with, then he deems you as just as much like an enemy of his or something, you know, maybe not in the literal sense, figurative sense, whatever. I don't know. Which is fine. This is right. Okay, I get it. But like, I try to imagine, like, I wonder what my experience on YouTube would be like had I applied the same like standards or expectations of people that I associated with, talked with, followed, you know, collaborated with, all that. Like, if everyone who I came across on social media, if I put them into one of two piles, like, yay, you don't follow, you don't talk to anyone who dislikes me, you're cool. Or, you're talking to someone who doesn't really support me, you're off, you're gone. Like, I'd be all alone, I think, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, people can people can still think that's another person is wrong about something, but still like acceptable or right in all other areas. You know, there's that phrase like throw the baby out with the bathwater or something like that. Like, why not just change the bathwater when bathing the baby to get a clean baby? Like, you don't have to throw the baby out with the dirty water. And it seems like when you put everyone in that one of those two categories, it seems like you're throwing everyone out with the dirty water, right? I mean, they can't. It just can't be. It can't be beneficial to do that. I don't think. Yes, very good, RL. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend. I was told that the other day. Makes sense. Everyone should be able to watch whomever they want. Maybe like the baby in the bathwater. Exactly. 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 Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Nah. The enemy of your enemy is just someone you're gonna have to fucking deal with down the road if you align with them. That's all. Oh, you just came in as I was talking about throwing the baby out. Sorry, off duty. Bianca? Blanca? Again, not prescription. All right, 509. 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have to wrap this up. And I did drop the link, but I don't think anyone's taken it. No, fuck it. It's okay. Seriously, I only got like 10 minutes anyway, so I get it. They could be, Kathy Ann. She says, could the TROs or ROs be filed in other states, like where those people live? I think if a few of them are true, then we wouldn't really know about them if that were the case. Maybe. Like, I don't see, like, there's harassment orders, and then there's like the protection orders. Usually. In Minnesota there is, anyways. I know that much. And that's, the state that Katie lives in. So, like the harassment orders, like I think what this would qualify or fall under, maybe. Again, not a legal expert. Don't take this as fact. Um, I don't think that would be like sealed or withheld necessarily. You just have to know where to look for it, maybe. Um, but like the protection orders, that may be more, private. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Because like these aren't like protection orders that are like protecting someone from a spouse or a loved one or family member, or domestic violence or whatever. These would be protection orders that's just, for internet shit like this, internet beefs or whatever. So I don't see why that would be like so on the down low. I don't know. Yeah, everyone should just get an RO against Katie just to be safe. The thing with that though is like you could do that, but then like you kind of lose off footing to really talk about her yourself if that's what you want to do. Because you can't demand that she keep your name out her mouth while you keep her name in your mouth. No matter how old I get, every time I paint my nails, it looks like I'm 5 years old playing with paint for the first time. That's what she said. Okay. I missed it. I thought Canada's queen was the monarch, of Great Britain. Whatever. Okay. Oh, should I get a message her back too? I was just saying because people look at Minnesota court all the time and don't see them, but they wouldn't see them if they weren't filed and ordered in her state. My thought. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It, it wouldn't be a federal thing. So I mean, it's not. I don't think you look or find anything like that on a federal docket or whatever. But yeah, it could be in the state in which the person filing lives in, or it could be in Minnesota. Um, I don't know. I think it'd be easier to serve her though if it were in Minnesota, but I'm not sure how that would work. Because really, um, no harassment order, restraining order, whatever is really in effect until the recipient has been served. So they had to change all the money for Charlie's face. I don't know what that is about. Oh, Charles's face. Oh, okay. I wouldn't think so. At least not right away. Like maybe like any new notes that are printed, maybe then they would hold his face. But like she was queen for like 96 years, so I mean I think her face could stay on the money for a while. You're good.
I'm for dinner.
I know. I'm just a minute. About 5 minutes. That gives me enough time to eat and then leave. I don't have to work tonight. Can we talk about the fact AJ called Her Majesty by name? I'm a dumb U.S. citizen, and even I wouldn't do that. Yeah, people are getting all kinds of upset about that. I get it. I understand. I do. Like, if some idiot, I don't want to say idiot foreigner, but some like idiot foreigner from a country is like so fucking, full of themselves, like America, we're addressing like an awesome president of ours, and they did not address them as, President so and so. Sure, I could see it, man. That maybe it's a sign of disrespect. But yeah, this is the queen though, and she was queen not just for 4 years like a president. She was queen for what, like decades, like close to I don't know if it's close to a century, but definitely over half a century, right? Right? I don't know, but decades. I'm going to say. I don't know what happened in court today. Was there supposed to be a court today? She was queen for over 70 years. Okay. Was today a court date? I didn't think so, because I thought that the upcoming dates she had were canceled or something. Or I don't know if it's canceled or rescheduled, but either way, they weren't happening. It's a really pretty color. All right. I think that's good. I am old and stupid, so I don't understand the entire Katie timeline. I'm learning from other creators that she has always been a shit disturber. Can you spell it out for me? New terms. Yeah, that would take a while. Basically, she really just wanted to be on the internet and talk about shit, and give her 2 cents on things, but talk about like controversial shit. And I think she wanted to serve her own ego or whatever. Is, I don't know, talking as though she's has some sort of place to talk about a lot of things, or for a lot of people, which is fine. I think all of us feel that to a certain degree. That's how it started, but then she was overstepping her bounds, I think, in how she talked about people. And then when she was called out for it, she would double down, and then she would then target the person that was calling her out. And this just started like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a positive feedback loop, in a sense of continuing to do it, sort of thing. And it just got to a point where she started then using actual like legal services meant for actual victims, and she started exploiting these things to basically get people to stop talking about her on the internet or whatever. And she would make shit up, and like, I don't know, mostly she would talk a lot of shit about people. She would sell them out, she would expose them, she would expose all their DMs. Anytime someone did her wrong, whether it was really them actually doing her wrong or she just perceived it as doing her wrong, she would then put that person on blast and just reword, rephrase everything in the worst possible context, whether it's accurate or not, and put it out there, and then just point like at that person to all of her people watching, saying, "Go get him," like kind of like that. I don't know. I think that's really the best way to put it. Hey, Andrew, stop in and say, "Hey, beautiful. Hey, voice for the voiceless. How are you?" Thank you for calling me beautiful. Live life whimsically. I like that word, whimsically. Yeah, she is kind of vindictive. She is. Yeah, see, there's the thing that a lot of people actually got to witness over this whole Dre McRae and Von McRae situation. Because usually when this happened, it didn't quite happen on such a large public stage for everyone to actually witness it play out. Or it would happen behind the scenes, and then each person would tell their own version of events or whatever. But I keep hitting my mic, I'm sorry. But with this time, you've seen her in full support of Letitia and talking all kinds of mad shit about Dre and teaming up with Molly. And then you saw the slight. I'm referring it to it as a slight because that's how she's seen it. It's not really a slight. But Molly Golightly, much like everyone else who comes across Katie, you just get a feeling, like gut feeling, like, yeah, I don't think I want to fuck around with her anymore. You know, you distance yourself or whatever. And Molly Golightly felt the same way. And even still, because Katie was putting out a lot of information that was not verified, which was likely bullshit and everything, Molly knew this. And Molly just said, "Listen, man, like, I just can't confirm the things I'm hearing." She didn't even call Katie out. She said, "These things I'm hearing, I can't confirm them. I just need to say that." That was the slight. And then you saw it like that. Katie switched sides, flipped the script or whatever, as I guess Why Not had put it. And you've seen it happen. And you've seen suddenly Letitia go from being Von's grieving mother who needs all the help and support possible because she's got a big uphill battle ahead of her, and this is her son. She needs our support. You've seen it go from that in an instant, like within hours, to turning over into something's not adding up. I don't know, something about the story with Letitia's not adding up. I don't know. Like, I think she's paying Molly off, or Molly's paying her off. I think it started off with Molly was paying her off for access. Then it switched to no, Letitia's paying them off. It's all just a big money grab. In the past, you didn't see it happen right in front of your eyes, but this time, so many of us did, and I think that makes a big difference. I don't know if there's any truth to anything about 14 TROs against Katie. I do know that 7M filed for a restraining order or harassment order, I think. I have no idea if the court has granted that. I know that they filed a petition and it was being considered by the court. I don't know when the deadline is, or I don't know anything else about that. But that's the only one that I've heard of so far. I wonder if 14 means just like 14, like since her beginning on YouTube, because I do believe in 2020 that she did. I don't know if it was a restraining order or if it was maybe just a cease and desist, but I do think she was hit with definitely at least the cease and desist, possibly more than that, when she did her whole Me Too movement. Other than that, who else did she suddenly just abruptly stop talking about? Oh, it's the well, Toddy Westbrook sent her several cease and desists. Then there's that Danielle girl. Trying to go through. I don't know. I don't know. It's possible, I think. Of human police. Yes. Oh my God, not the deers. It is most odd to see humans on YouTube attempting to take the role of human police. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the moral police is never a good idea. Ever. Because none of our morality is going to be in sync. And none of us have a right to impose our morality on anyone else or to punish anyone for their sense of morality or whatever. So unless like there are actual victims being harmed in the eyes of the law, just it's free speech, man, and everyone has a right to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to wrap this up, though, because it's 25 after. I have to get my shit back inside, and we're going to be out the door in a few minutes. So, Renelle, if you're still around, I'm going to reach out to you in about an hour or so. Well, by 7, I'll reach out to you. And, yeah, so I'll see what I can do about coming out for a few minutes. But, yeah, that's it. And, again, I'm going to just give this an effort anyways. T-Spiracy, easy. I'm sure that you may hear about the stream, and if you do actually listen to any of it, I do want you to know that I'm not coming at this from a place of hate. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to go to war with you or anything. And like, we're all good. Seriously, we're good. In my eyes, we're good. In my opinion. So, and I think you had a point that though this has been very much fun for me, I do think that maybe I was making it look like it wasn't. And you're right. You had a point. And I definitely don't want any viewers or subscribers to ever feel like they're in the middle of something, because they're not, So it's all in good fun, right? All right, now I'm just being an asshole. So yeah. What else was streaming tonight? What's that? You have non sequiturs. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. On that note, bye guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night. There's the outro. Bye.